Good morning, students. We have just finished chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions. Now I am beginning a new chapter, chapter 4, quadratic equations. Now this is an important chapter and therefore all of you need to pay good attention to this, and this is a chapter which will be used frequently even in higher classes. So just make sure that you pay proper attention to this. Alright, now first question, this is chapter 4, quadratic equations. What is a quadratic equation? You see, the word quadratic means 2. Quad actually means 4. Okay, when you say quadruped creatures, means creatures with 4 legs. But here quadratic equation is an equation in which the variable has got degree 2. For example, look at this. See, the general or standard form of the general or standard form of a quadratic equation, in one variable, okay, the general form of a quadratic equation or the standard form of a quadratic equation in one variable is given by ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c belong to the set of real numbers. They are real numbers, and at the same time a should not be equal to 0. This is important condition. Okay, once again, what is a quadratic equation? The general form or the standard form of a quadratic equation in one variable is given by ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are actually coefficients. Okay, coefficient of x square is a, the coefficient of x is b, and c is the constant term. Okay, it does not change. Alright, now a, b, c belong to the set of real numbers and a cannot be 0. If a is 0, then it becomes a linear equation. Understood? Say, for example, see here. Example, let us say 2x square plus 3x plus 7 is equal to 0. Here you can see 2, 3 and 7 are all real numbers. Okay? And here a is equal to 2. And it is not equal to 0. So this is called a standard form of a quadratic equation in one variable. Here x is the variable. Okay? X is the variable. And there is only one variable, x, and therefore this is called a quadratic equation in one variable. So if, for example, you get any one, okay, just see, for example, let us just take, say, another example. I'll take, this is one example. Let us take another one, okay, half x square minus 3x minus 9 is equal to 0. Now in this case also, if you look at it carefully, okay, the term in the beginning has got half x square minus 3x minus 9. Here a, okay, here a is equal to half, b is equal to minus 3 and c is equal to minus 9. And they are all real numbers. They belong to the set of real numbers, and a is not equal to 0. So this is called standard form, and you can see the decreasing power of x. Okay, here it is x square, then the power of x is 1, and here there is x, but its power is actually 0. Okay, so we don't write x to the power 0 because any number to the power 0 is always 1. So 9 into 1 will be 9. So that's why it's in decreasing order, decreasing powers of x. This is called standard form. Also, it is an equation because there is a left hand side. Okay, there is the left hand side, and there is also the right hand side. Left hand side and right hand side. The left hand side and right hand side will always be equal. You can see here, left hand side and right hand side will always be equal. In this case, of course, the value of x excuse me, the value of x should be such that you get equal to 0. That means the right hand side is 0. So the left hand side should be such that you get 0. Then left hand side is equal to right hand side. Now this is called a quadratic equation. Remember, in standard form, look at, I'll give you another example of a standard form. Okay. minus 3 upon 4 x square minus 8 upon 3 x minus 7 upon 4 is equal to 0. Now this is also standard form, okay, and this is also a quadratic equation. For a quadratic equation, the degree of the quadratic polynomial, the degree of the quadratic polynomial, the degree of the quadratic polynomial must be 2. Okay, here you see what is the quadratic polynomial. This is the quadratic polynomial, this part. Here, for example, let us take another one. Okay, 3x square minus 7x plus 4 is equal to 0. Here the quadratic polynomial is what? 3x square minus 7x plus 4. This is called polynomial in x. We call this a polynomial in x, and its degree is what? Its degree is 2. Okay, its degree is 2. So therefore the corresponding equation becomes a quadratic equation. So basically, what is the quadratic equation? A quadratic equation is nothing but a quadratic polynomial which is equal to 0. So if I take p of x, okay, p of x is equal to 0, and p of x should be 3x square plus minus 7x plus 4, then it becomes a quadratic equation. So quadratic equation is basically obtained from a quadratic polynomial. Alright, and we have learned last year about quadratic polynomials, that quadratic polynomials have got 2 zeros, a maximum of 2 zeros. We'll come to that later on, but it is obtained from a quadratic polynomial. You put the equality sign equal to 0 and you get a quadratic equation. Alright, now also you see, we have to understand that we are finding solutions of a quadratic equation. You learn about solutions of a quadratic equation. Solution of a quadratic equation. Alright, solution of a quadratic equation, there are 3 ways of obtaining it. Okay, there are 3 ways of obtaining the solution of a quadratic equation. The first method is method of factorization. And you have learned this in the previous years. Factorization method. Okay, the factorization method can be used to obtain the solution of a quadratic equation. Then there is method of perfect squares. Method of completing the squares. Completing the square. Method of completing the square. And finally we have got what is called the formula method. Okay, the formula method. So you got 3 different methods of obtaining the solution of a quadratic equation. Factorization method, method of completing the square, and formula method. We'll learn each one by one. And after that, we will have what is called word problems. Problems which are worded in such a way that you can obtain a quadratic equation, solve it, and find the solution of the word problem. Then we'll come to word problems after that. We'll first do these solutions in 3 different methods. But what is the solution of a quadratic equation? See, let us take for example, okay? Let us take an example. Say 2x square plus 3x plus 7 is equal to 0. Okay? Now if I put x is equal to say 2. Okay? If I put x is equal to 2, then what will I get? Then I'll get 2 into 2 square plus 3 into 2 plus 7. So you can see 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 3 2s are 6 and 7. And this you will get 14 and 7 21, which is not equal to 0. हमको equal to 0 आना चाहिए. So therefore x is equal to 2 is not a solution. Is not a solution of the above quadratic equation. Let us take another one. See, for example, okay, x square, okay, x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, now in this case, let me put x is equal to say 3. Suppose I put x is equal to 3. Then what do I get? X square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0 or not. We want to find out. Okay, so In place of x, I am putting 3. In place of x, I am putting 3. Now let us see if it is equal to 0. 3 3s are 9, 7 3s are 21 plus 12. Okay, is this equal to 0 or not? Now you can see this, that 9 plus 21 plus 9, 30 and 42. And 42 is not equal to 0. Therefore, it's not a solution to the equation. Now, again, if I take, for example, if I put x is equal to minus 3. Let us put x is equal to minus 3. X square plus 7x plus 12. Okay. So, in place of x, I am putting minus 3 now. Okay, I am just putting minus 3 in place of x. So, this becomes 9, this becomes 21 and this is 12. 21 minus 21 and that is equal to 0. Now, you can see, now it is equal to 0. It means what? That 3 is not a solution. Here, 3 is not a solution, but minus 3 is a solution. In other words, what I am trying to explain to you is simple, that for what value of x, this is called a quadratic equation in one variable x. X is the variable or एक ही variable है, that is only one variable x, and therefore this is a quadratic equation in one variable. Now what value of the variable will make it equal to 0? Here we have noticed that if we take 3, it is not equal to 0. But if I take minus 3, then it is equal to 0. So that means minus 3 is a solution of this quadratic equation, but 3 is not a solution of the quadratic equation. Okay. So in the same way, any question, okay, if you take any quadratic equation, in this case, for example, if I put x is equal to, okay, let us suppose put x is equal to minus 4. Okay. Let us find out what happens if I put x is equal to minus 4. Then what do I get? Then I'll get x square, that is minus 4 square, 7 into minus 4 plus 12. Okay, 4 4s are 16, 7 4s are 28 plus 12. So I get 28 minus 28 and that is equal to 0. It means what? It means minus 4 is also a solution. So minus 4 is a solution. Minus 4 is also a solution. So in other words, I have got two solutions, minus 3 and minus 4. Both are solutions of this quadratic equation. Okay, and in fact the degree of a quadratic equation is 2, so it can have maximum 2 solutions, and those 2 solutions in this case are minus 3 and minus 4. It cannot have 3 solutions. It can have 0 solutions, it can have 1 solution, or it can have 2 solutions, but not more than 2 because its degree is 2. Alright, so we have found out the 2 solutions. You can see that this is not equal to 0, it is not a solution, 3 is not a solution, 4 is not a solution, but minus 3 is a solution, minus 4 is a solution. So you can find out the solution of a quadratic equation by various methods. Okay, of course this is a trial and error method. In maths you see trial and error. If you do this way, you will, in this case I knew it, so it became very quickly done. Okay, we could do it very quickly, but supposing I don't know, then it would take a long time by trial and error method. This is trial and error. I have just tried 3 and minus 3 and 4 and minus 4. But what if I do not get with 3 and minus 3? What if it is a fraction? It would take too long. And therefore there are certain methods by which you can find the solution without trial and error method. And that is factorization method, method of completing the square, and formula method. Alright. So let's just go through it once again. What is a quadratic equation? A quadratic equation is given by a quadratic polynomial being put equal to 0. So if you got a quadratic polynomial p of x and you put p of x is equal to 0, okay, here as I have shown, if you put p of x is equal to 0, then where p of x is of course a quadratic polynomial, then it becomes a quadratic equation. Now what is the meaning of it? Actually a quadratic equation has the degree 2. That means the maximum power of the variable is 2. Maximum power. Okay, the general or standard form of a quadratic equation in one variable is given by ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are constants and they are real numbers. A is called the coefficient of x square, b is called the coefficient of x, and c is called the constant term. Why is it constant term? Because the power of x is 0. and any number to the power 0 is 1. So the value of this term, you see, the value of this term will change depending upon the value of x. The value of this term will change depending upon the value of x. But the value of this term will never change because x to power 0 is always 1. Understood? That's why it is called constant term. So again, the general or standard form of a quadratic equation in one variable is given by ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c belong to the set of real numbers and a should not be equal to 0. See, if a is equal to 0, just explaining out here, supposing a is equal to 0, I got quadratic equation like this. See, 3x square plus 4x plus 9 is equal to 0. Now here a is not equal to 0, a is equal to 3. Okay, but supposing a is equal to 0 in this, C, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now if a becomes 0, then this will become 0. So what will I get now? I will get bx plus c is equal to 0. But bx plus c is not a quadratic equation. It is a linear equation. X to power 1. The power of x is 1. And therefore, it becomes a linear equation and not a quadratic equation. In other words, for this to be a quadratic equation, a should not be 0. Okay, b can be 0, c can be 0, but a should never be 0. Alright, so once again, to carry on further, okay, we have got various examples, 2x square plus 3x plus 7, where x is the variable, and I showed you how it is the quadratic polynomial, its degree is 2. And then there are different methods of finding the solution. What is the solution? Solution is the value of the variable x for which this equation is satisfied. Equation is satisfied means what? It should be equal to 0. Then the equation is satisfied. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Equation is satisfied. And therefore, that value of the variable x is called the solution of the quadratic equation. A quadratic equation can have at the most two solutions. Like for example, in this case, -3 and -4. And then I told you that there are different methods. Okay, factorization method, method of completing the square, and formula method. Alright, now after we have done some basic things, just see, let us just do a few things. Okay, exercise number 4.1. Okay, this is on page 73. Alright, now in the first question, number 1, check whether the following are quadratic equations or not. Look at the first one, x plus 1 whole square. X plus 1 whole square is equal to 2 into x minus 3. 2 into x minus 3. Now let us find out whether this is a quadratic equation or not. Check it. So I have to simplify this now. X square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 2x minus 3, 2x minus 6. 3 2s are 6. Okay. Now after this, just simplify only. I take 2x minus on this side. Plus 2x and 2x will cancel out. Plus 1 minus 1 will become plus 6 on this side. So x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 2x plus minus 2x plus 6. It's funny. Minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay. I have taken everything on this side. Now you can see x square will remain as it is. Plus 2x minus 2x will cancel out. 6 plus 1, 7. So we got simplified form. Now what is the power of the variable? X square. So therefore yes, it is a quadratic equation. Okay. Yes, it is a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. Now let us take a second case. All you have to do is simplify and find out. Okay. So now I am going to simplify the second one. X square minus 2x is equal to minus 2 into 3 minus x. Again, let us simplify this. X square minus 2x minus 2 into 3 is minus 6, minus minus plus 2x. Shift everything on this side. X square minus 2x plus 6 minus 2x is equal to 0. I have shifted everything on this side. Be careful while shifting, you must change the sign. Okay. So I get x square minus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. So yes, it is a quadratic equation. Okay. Then let us see the third one. Third one says x minus 2x plus 1. X minus 2x plus 1 is equal to x minus 1 x plus 3. X minus 1 x plus 3. Alright, now again let us find out whether it's a quadratic. Simplify both the sides. X into x, x square. Okay, x into 1, x minus 2x minus 2. I have simplified by opening the bracket. Same thing here. X square plus 3x minus x minus 3. You can cancel out x square from both the sides. Okay. Now x minus 2x is minus x minus 2. Okay. Take 3x minus x is 2x. Take 2x on this side minus 2x. Alright. Then minus 3 you keep it, take it on this side, it becomes plus 3. Okay. Remember once again, x square is cancelled out. This is minus 2 and this will be plus 3 is equal to 0. Now you can see that minus x minus 2x is minus 3x. 3 and minus 1 will be minus 1 is equal to 0, or you can say 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. But there is no x square term. Okay, this is not x square, and therefore no, it is not a quadratic equation. You need an x square term. Alright, let us take the fourth one. Okay, number 4, x minus 3 into bracket 2x plus 1, okay, is equal to x into x plus 5. X into x plus 5. Now again, let us open the bracket. X into 2x, 2x square plus x minus 3 2 x, 3x, 6x, and then minus 3 is equal to x square plus 5x. Okay, now 2x square minus x square. 6x minus x is minus 5x, and this is plus 5x becomes minus 5x on this side, and then there is this minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, simplify this. X square minus 10x minus 3 is equal to 0. Again you can see x square term. Okay, x square term is there, and therefore yes, it is a quadratic equation. Let us take a fifth one. Fifth one says 2x minus 1 into x minus 3. 2x minus 1 into x minus 3. Okay, and x plus 5 x minus 1. X plus 5 x minus 1. Okay, now again we simply open the bracket and simplify. So if I simplify this, 2x into x, 2x square, 3 2s are 6x minus x plus 3. Be careful with the minus sign. When you minus into minus is plus. X square minus x plus 5x minus 5. Okay, now 2x square minus x square will become x square. Minus 6x minus x is minus 7x. And here is minus x plus 5x is plus 4x. It will become minus 4x. This is plus 3 and minus 5 will become plus 5. 5 plus 3, 8 is equal to 0. So I get x square minus 11x plus 8 is equal to 0. Again you can see x square term, and therefore yes, it is also a quadratic equation. Let us see this is number 5. Okay, now let us see number 6. Number 6 says x square plus 3x plus 1. X square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to x minus 2 whole square. Again we simplify. X square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to x square. 2 2s are 4x plus 2 2s are 4. A minus b whole square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. X square will cancel out from both the sides. Minus 4x on this side will become plus 4x. So you get 7x. Plus 1 will become minus 4 on this side, will become minus 3. And therefore you can see this. Okay, x square term is not there. So it is not a quadratic equation. It is not a quadratic equation. The others were all quadratic equation. Look at number 7. Number 7 says x plus 2 whole cube. X plus 2 whole cube is equal to 2x into bracket x square minus 1. Again, it looks like it's an equation, quadratic equation, but let us simplify. This is a plus b whole cube is a cube, okay, plus 2a square b, that is 4x square, plus 2ab square, 2ab square, that is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8x, and 2 cube is 8, is equal to 2x into x would be 2x cube, okay, 2x into x square would be 2x cube, okay, and minus 2x. Alright, so now x cube minus 2x cube plus 4x square plus 8x plus 8 plus 2x is equal to 0. Okay, so I get x cube, then minus 2x square plus 4x square will be 2x square plus 8x, 8 plus 2, 10x plus 8 is equal to 0. Now examine this. This is not power 2, it is power 3. It's a cubic equation, and therefore it is not a quadratic equation. Not a quadratic equation. Why not? Because maximum power is 3. In a quadratic equation, the maximum power is always 2. Alright, there is one more here. Eighth one says x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1 is equal to x minus 2 whole cube. Okay, now let us examine this. X cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1, okay, is equal to a minus b whole cube, that is a cube minus 2a cube b. Okay, remember this is minus a, this was a plus b whole cube, this is a minus b, so minus 2a square b, 2 2s are 4x square, okay, and then plus 2x into 2 square is 4 2s are 8x, and then minus 2 cube is 8. Okay, now x cube will cancel out from both the sides, minus 4x square, and this will become plus 4x square. Okay, once again, see this is what 2, okay, this middle term will be a cube minus b cube. See here, just in case you don't know, okay, a cube minus b cube, a minus b whole cube. This is the expansion of that. Expansion is a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. Okay, so if I take for example x minus 2 whole cube would be x cube minus, this would be minus 3 into x into 2. Okay, this is 3x square into 2, 3 2s are 6. Remember once again, this will become 3 2s are, this is 3a square, a is x and b is this, so 3 2s are 6, ab, this is a square, b, or rather x square into x square only. Okay, so this will become 6, and this is 4. Alright, this is 6x square, and now you can see this x cube will cancel out, but minus 6x square on this will become plus 6x square, so you will get 2x square. Alright, and then of course this is 8 will become plus 3 into x into 2 square minus 8. Alright, minus 8. This 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. This will become 12x plus 12x. So now if you shift it on this side, okay, this x cube is cancelled out, minus 6x square becomes plus 6x square, 6x square minus 4x square is 2x square, minus x, this is 12x will become minus 12, 13x ho gaya, and 1 plus 8 will become plus 9 is equal to 0. Now again you can see this is x square, so yes, it is a quadratic equation. Now here it was again cubes. I think I have made a mistake, small mistake here. Just see x cube plus this will become what, 2 square is 4, 4 3s are 12. This will become 12x square. Okay, this will become 12x square, and plus 8x plus this will become 3 into 2 4, this will become 12x. Okay, but of course it will still be the same. The answer will be not, because what would happen is it would cancel out, and therefore it would be not. Okay, seventh one, would not be because x cube is there, that's why. Because x cube is there, it will not be a quadratic equation. Only the value will change slightly, that's all. So once again, just be careful with expansion of a cube minus b cube. X plus 2 whole cube, x plus 2 whole cube, I want to just show it here, say here, x plus 2 whole cube will be equal to what? X cube plus 3 into x square into 2 plus 3 into x into 2 square and plus 2 cube. Okay, so this will become x cube. Okay, 3 2s are 6x square plus 4 3s are 12x plus 8. Okay, so you can see here it will be a slight change only. X cube plus 6x square plus 12x plus 8. 8 will remain as it is. Only this will change to 6x square plus 12x. These two. Alright. But in the end you will get the same thing. X cube, you will get this. This will change slightly. This will change. 8 will remain as it is. And therefore, because there is x cube, it is not a quadratic equation. So just while simplifying, just be careful here. That's all. Okay. Then that was the first question there. And then there are certain questions about simplification. Represent the following situations in quadratic equation form. Alright. Let us just see this, the second question out there. The second question says, represent the following in the form of quadratic equations. See, the area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. See, this is a rectangular plot. Okay. In this rectangular plot, this is the length and this is your breadth. Alright. The area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. 528 meters square. The length of the plot in meter is 1 more than twice its breadth. So suppose breadth is x, then the length is 1 meter more than twice its breadth. Okay, so suppose the breadth is x meters, then the length will be 2x plus 1 meters. Okay, what are we given? A rectangular plot of land. In this rectangular plot of land, the area is 528 meters square. Suppose the breadth of the rectangle is x meters, then the length of the rectangle is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. Okay, the length of the plot, we need to find the length and breadth of the plot. So now you know that area is equal to length into breadth. Okay, area is given as 528. Length we have found out is, we have just assumed as 2x plus 1 into x. Alright, so I get 528 is equal to 2x square plus x. So I can write 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Now if we solve this equation, we can get the value of length and breadth. That is, we can get the value of x and therefore the value of length and breadth. But right now we are not supposed to find that. All we are supposed to do is find the quadratic equation. Alright, let us take another one out here. Only make quadratic equations. The product of our two consecutive positive integers is 306. Okay, so let the two positive consecutive integers be x and x plus 1. Okay, the product, their product is given as 306. This is given. Okay, it is given that the product of the two consecutive positive integers is 306. Alright, so let us suppose that the first number is x, the second number is x plus 1, and that product, that is x into x plus 1, is given as 306. Simplify this, x square plus x minus 306 is equal to 0. Again we get a quadratic equation out here. Again if we solve it, we can get the two numbers x and x plus 1. Let us take a third one out here. Third question out here. Okay, Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So Rohan and his mother. So let Rohan's age be x. Let Rohan's age be x years. Okay, now what does it say? It says further that Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. Okay, therefore his mother's age his mother's age will be what? She is 26 years older. So x plus 26 years. Okay, this is Rohan's age. His mother is 26 years older. So x plus 26 years. Alright, it further says the product of their ages in years, 3 years from now will be 360. Now 3 years from now, okay, 3 years from now, okay, that means they will be 3 years older, both of them. So Rohan's age will become what? X plus 3. After 3 years, Rohan's age will increase by 3 years, and his mother's age will also increase by 3 years. Okay, both years will increase by 3 years, and it says that the product of the ages after 3 years will be 360. Okay, so this product is 360. Now open the bracket x. Okay, I get x plus 3 into bracket x plus 29 is equal to 360. Or I open the bracket and I get x square plus 29x plus 3x plus 29 3s are 87 is equal to 360. Okay, so I get x square plus 32x plus 87 minus 360 is equal to 0. Therefore, x square plus 32x minus, now 360 minus 87. 360 minus 87 is 200 and again, you can just do it here. Okay, 360 minus 87. Okay, you will get minus because minus sign is greater. So 10 minus 7 is 3. Okay, and this becomes 5, 15, 8 and 7, 5, and this becomes 273. Okay, so you get 273 and this is equal to 0. Again, solve this equation, you get the value of x, and x is age. So age is always positive. It cannot be negative. And then you can get the Rohan's age. You can get Rohan's age and his mother's age also. Alright, let's do number 4. There is one more question out here. It says that the next question says that a train travels a distance of 480 kilometers at a uniform speed. So let the speed of the train be x kilometers per hour. Okay, let the uniform speed of the train be x kilometers per hour. The distance it is supposed to travel, distance is equal to 480 kilometers. Okay, therefore what time will it take? Time taken will be equal to distance upon speed. Distance upon speed. Okay, so the distance is 480 and the speed is x. This much time it will take. Now it says that if the speed had been 8 kilometers per hour less, okay, 8 kilometers per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. So therefore, the new speed of the train will be x 8 kilometers less, x minus 8 kilometers per hour. See, its original speed was x. Now it is slower by 8 kilometers per hour, x minus 8 kilometers per hour. And the distance is the same. Okay, it's the same. So the time taken would be distance upon speed. The distance is same, 480. But now the speed is slower. Okay, this much time. So in one case, it will take this much time. In the second case, it will take this much time. Okay, and how much difference is there? The difference in time is 3 hours. Now this will take more time or this one will take more time. This is slower. It will take more time. Therefore, T2 minus T1 is equal to 3 hours. Okay, the difference in time is 3 hours. The slower train, the slower train takes 3 hours more. So T2 is 480 upon x minus 8 minus 480 upon x is equal to 3. Alright. So here I take out 480 common. I get 1 upon x minus 8 minus 1 upon x is equal to 3. Alright. So I'm just doing it here now. Okay, see, 480 divided by 3. 480 divide by, or you keep it 3 out there just now. Okay, you can keep it as let's keep 3 out there itself, and in bracket I get x minus 8 upon x into x minus 8 is equal to 3. See, here I have only taken LCM, but be careful, this is a minus sign, there is a bracket also out here. So I get 480 into bracket x minus x plus 8 now when you open the bracket, and here I get x square minus 8x and here 3. Okay, now if I take 3 on this side, 3 16s are 48. So 160 into bracket x will cancel out. I get 8 out here and x square minus 8x. So therefore I get x square minus 8x. Okay, x square minus 8x minus something is equal to 0. 8 zeros are 0, 8 6s are 48, 8 1s are 8 and 4. 1280. So x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. Now I've got this quadratic equation. If I solve it, then I can get the speed of the train, the usual speed of the train. The important part was that T2 minus T1 is 3 hours. This part. Okay. T2 minus T1 is 3 hours. T2 is the slower train and this is the faster train. Take LCM, take 480 common, take LCM, okay, cross multiply and you get the quadratic equation. In this case, we have to simply get the quadratic equation. If we simply, these are word problems. These are word problems from which you can get quadratic equations. You solve the quadratic equations, then you get the desired values. Alright, this is enough for today. From tomorrow onwards, I'll do a new video in solutions of quadratic equations. Different methods. We'll start with the first factorization method. Okay, that's enough for today. Keep working hard and prepare for your exams. Stay safe. Thank you.